medium potatoes grated and parboiled, 1 cup of mashed paneer, salt to taste, 1 finely chopped green chili, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon red chili flakes, half a teaspoon garlic and onion powder, some finely chopped fresh cilantro, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour or maida, 5 tablespoons of water and oil for frying. First up, mix the flour and water together and make a smooth consistency batter. It should not be very thick and it should not be very thin. Once it is done, keep it aside. Here I have pre-boiled my potatoes, and for doing this, boil the water. After it comes to boil, put the shredded potatoes in the water and let it boil for around 2 to 3 minutes until they are just tender. One thing you have to note, they should not be overcooked so that the potatoes don't become mashy. You should be able to peel the shredded potatoes. Once they are cooked, drain the water and pour some cold water over the potatoes. Now gently squeeze the excess water out of the potatoes, again making sure not to make the shredded potatoes very mushy, and put them in another container. Once that is done, add the other ingredients like mashed paneer, salt, chopped green chilies, black pepper powder, red chili flakes, garlic and onion powder, and some finely chopped fresh cilantro, and mix everything nicely with the help of your hands. And now you can grease your hands with some oil and start making nice oval or cylindrical shaped tarts. Repeat the process for the entire batch. Once all the tarts are ready, keep it aside. Meanwhile, heat oil in a wok for frying. Now dip the potato tarts in the batter one at a time and slowly drop them into the frying pan. Turn them occasionally and fry the tarts until they become golden brown in color and crispy outside. Once they are done and golden brown in color, remove them with a slotted spoon on a kitchen towel. Now my lovely paneer potato tarts are ready. 3/4 cup of crumpled paneer, 4 to 6 big bread slices, corners trimmed, salt to taste, pepper to season, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic crushed or paste, 1 to 2 finely chopped green chilies, some fresh coriander, 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter melted, 2 teaspoons of tomato sauce, 3 to 4 tablespoons of very finely chopped capsicum, half an onion finely chopped, and 2 teaspoons of oil. Heat oil in a small saucepan, and to this I am going to add the onions and then next the capsicum along with the ginger garlic paste. And now saute it for around just a minute or two, because we don't want to cook them completely, but we just want them to be little tender so that its rawness goes away. And now mix in the green chilies and stir it for a while, and then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients like the crumpled paneer. Now I'm going to put the salt, pepper, red chili powder, cumin powder, garam masala, and mix well. Then mix in the tomato sauce and the fresh coriander, and again mix it and stir it just for 2 more minutes and close the flame. Let it become little warm to handle enough and keep it aside. Now take the bread slices. Here I've already trimmed the sides of the bread. Take it one by one, and with the help of a rolling pin, I'm going to roll it to make a thin sheet. You can see this way. Keep rolling it as thin as you can. Now place a tablespoon of mixture on one end of the bread slice and spread it little towards the end. And now I'm going to gently and slowly start rolling it out from one end to another, making sure it doesn't tear apart and the filling stays inside. Now roll it completely and brush some butter on the end and close the roll fully. Pat it a little so that it sticks at the end. Keep doing this for all the bread and the mixture. Once they are ready, brush them with some more butter on the top all around. Now heat up a non-stick pan or a griddle and brush it with little more butter on top, and place the rolls one by one and toast them on all the sides, flipping them and changing the sides to make them evenly brown on all the sides this way. Keep flipping them and changing the sides. Now once you see it has got nice golden brown color on all the sides, now I'm going to close the flame and serve it hot with some ketchup on the side. Half a cup of boiled sweet corn kernels, 3/4 cup of grated cheese, 2 medium-sized potato boiled and mashed, 1 small capsicum finely chopped, salt to taste, half a teaspoon of black pepper powder, half a teaspoon of red chili flakes, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of crushed garlic, 1 tablespoon of corn flour, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, oil for frying, half a cup of breadcrumbs, fresh or dry whichever you like, water as required. To prepare the corn balls, first in a large bowl, combine the cheese, potato, capsicum, and the sweet corn kernels and mix well. Also add in the salt, black pepper, now the red chili flakes and oregano and mix well. Also add in the garlic and mix well. Now stir in half of the corn flour and all-purpose flour and keep mixing until everything is combined well and comes together. Once you see that everything is combined and forms a dough, now grease your hands with very little oil and divide and shape the mixture into tiny balls between your palms this way slowly and set it aside. Keep doing this and making the balls till the entire mixture is used up and keep it aside. Now mix the remaining all-purpose flour and corn flour with sufficient water to make a thick consistency. It should not be very thick or very runny. Now comes the final step of dipping the balls in the prepared batter and then roll them into the breadcrumbs nicely so that the entire ball is nicely coated with the breadcrumbs slowly this way. Do this for all the cheese balls and keep it aside. Now heat oil in a deep frying pan and fry these balls in batches so that they don't break. Fry them for around 2 to 3 minutes or until they become light golden brown in color and crunchy. Once they are done, remove them on a kitchen towel and serve hot with some ketchup on the side.
For the filling, you will need half red bell pepper, thinly sliced, 1 carrot grated or julienned, half a cup bean sprouts, 1/4 cup cabbage shredded, half an onion finely sliced, half teaspoon fresh ginger, half teaspoon garlic grated, 1/4 cup thin noodles pre-cooked. You can use rice or Chinese noodles, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, salt to taste, half a tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of pepper, corn flour, 1 tablespoon, some water to make a paste and half a liter vegetable oil and store-bought spring roll sheets. So I'm going to heat some oil in a wok. I'm going to let it heat up a little bit. To this I'm going to add the onions, ginger and the garlic. And then to this we will add our red bell peppers, carrots, bean sprouts and the cabbage. Nicely stir these. We want to cook till they are slightly tender. We need them a little crunchy. Cover and cook for about 2 minutes till the vegetables are slightly softened and the flavors have a chance to intermingle. You can see that they have become slightly tender. Just dry up the little liquid that may have been released by the cabbage. And now I'm going to finish this off by adding some sugar, salt, pepper, the soya sauce, the oyster sauce. Give it a good stir. And now to this I'm going to add the noodles. Now this is done and I'm going to just let it cool for a while. So the vegetables are now cooled off. I've heated some oil in a pan and I'm going to make a paste with corn flour and water. I'm going to keep it aside. And now I'm going to take a spring roll wrapper and I'm going to place it in front of me so that it looks like a diamond. The rest of them I'm covering with a damp cloth. Now to this we are going to add a little bit of our vegetable mixture. I'm going to place it like this. Then you keep folding it. And when you reach here, you take it in like this. Then with the brush, put some corn flour paste on the side like this and cover it up like this to make it into a cylinder, and also it seals up the corner. So now once all of them are folded, I'm going to deep fry them in the hot oil. I'm going to deep fry them till they are golden brown and crisp on all sides. Crispy spring rolls served with sweet and sour sauce.